Good morning and welcome to Class with Coco. I go by the name of Classy Coco and you already know how it goes. Today, I wanted to talk about something that's really outside the box, but I've been due to talk about this and I need to start opening up and expressing myself and my views. Not even with the hope of someone else understanding me, because I cannot be affirmed by another person. However, it would be nice to know that I am not the only person that experiences this. So I don't know if any of you guys have experienced a type of love that's not only toxic, but intoxicating at a soul level, which I'm sure, to be quite honest, many people have. But I want to talk about those relationships that overrule your logic and have no substance. The excruciating cognitive dissonance within a person when they're in this type of relationship. Now, as you know, I always talk about energy. The type of relationship that I am referring to is solely based on energy. Nothing else. Obviously, intimacy, but there's nothing else. No integration of personalities or anything. But I want to talk about the types of relationships in which your energy seemingly integrates with theirs at such a deep level that you almost lose yourself. I want to know if anyone else experiences it or has experienced it the way that I have. I'm about to explain it right now. I've seen some people post on like Instagram and stuff talking about this, but this is something that seems a bit taboo. And if anyone's like me that goes through this, please, like, let me know, because sometimes I feel like I'm going fucking nuts. First off, I'm not really attracted to many people. Like, I'm not attracted to physical things. I'm not attracted to looks. I may be attracted to someone's mindset because that's quite sexy. I like someone who knows stuff. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, I'm attracted to someone based on my energy and how I feel. So I could just feel this type of way when I just lock eyes with someone or see someone. I don't know. My energy just does that, does the rest of the work for me. And that's when I would be open to getting to know someone, which is very rarely. And so what's happened in these relationships, happened twice now, is I felt like I've been connected to them energetically. So not straight away, but after a while, I can actually feel their energy. It feels like I can feel their energy. Sometimes it feels really horrible because it feels like it's so strong that it's overruling my own energy. And so it's almost like they're just constantly within my atmospheric field and I can feel them. So the first time it happened, that caused me to stay in the relationship for very long. And that relationship was really horrible. Like, he was really horrible. Within that relationship, that's when I found out what a narcissist was. And I was in denial for years because I class myself as an empath, and I was studying counselling at the time. So as I was learning academically, I was around him, and so the learning was almost giving me excuses for him. Also, like, because he went through childhood trauma, and the things that he shared with me, how it would affect him, was determining how I was reacting to his abuse. It wasn't physical, but it was very horrendous. I can't even go into it. If you know about a real narcissist, you know you can't even fucking explain that shit. You just have to get over it, because no one will understand why you sit there. I felt like I felt like I was under a spell. I literally went to the mosque, I went to the church, I went everywhere. I even tried to get ruqyah done on me. And if you don't know what ruqyah is, that's something that Muslim people do to like get rid of bad spirits that might be around a person. So they recite certain parts of the Quran. And yeah, so I tried everything. That's how bad it was. Now, if physically I was trying these things physically to get rid of the feelings, it was just overwhelming me, the fact that it wasn't just me thinking about him, it was, I could feel his fucking energy. So I always felt like I had to conform and make things, or feel, make him feel all right, because if he's all right, then my energy when it comes to him is all right. But I was still getting attacked anyway, because even when he was all right, I would be thinking about the fact that I need to get away from him because I just know it was just fuckery. You know what I mean? So anyway, I would feel his energy and it would keep me there. I even remember one time I'm like, this man treats me like he hates me, like telling me you don't want to be with me. I'm beating myself up, telling myself like I need to understand that. But when I break away from you, the fucking energy is attacking me like you're in my fucking head. And I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. It's like his energy is on me, so I can feel him within me, if that makes sense. I could feel his facial movements. I know this sounds crazy, but in words you can't describe the metaphysical. So it's not that I could feel his facial movement, it's just that there's energy behind everything that anyone does, and so that energy translates into words or motions, and I could feel that. I can't break it down any more than that. Anyone who's felt it before, they would know exactly what I mean, and maybe they might have a different way of explaining that. But imagine waking up in the morning and just attacked by energy, or even being woken up by energy, literally. That's happened to me. So this is when I got into learning about narcissism. And then before that, though, I was in Delulu land, and it brought me to twin flames when I put in certain things. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is more than a soulmate. Like, there's a runner, there's a chaser, I'm the chaser. And I was just like, I just want to die. Do you understand me? But sometimes you can romanticize that and watch videos that soothe you on that subject. And I'm not here to say that don't exist. I'm not God. I'm just me. I'm just sharing my point of view on what I've experienced in life, because I feel like we all have to share that database of our own knowledge, because that's how a bigger picture will be formed and we'll be able to see more into what life is supposed to be about. Anyway, let me get back to the story. So this was happening for years, and like I was saying, I remember one time I thought, let me test this man, because he had me on block and I was bawling because I just always wanted to make things right. But no matter what I was doing, it was always like I just couldn't understand it. So one day I thought, I'm on block here, let me try and call him. He didn't want to hear nothing, he didn't want to think. So I texted him, I sat and I said, I love you. The man went back to normal and started talking. So I was like, so you want me to actually fucking love you? You're telling me you hate, like, you act like you hate me, you tell me this stuff. Obviously not all the time. But yeah, you're weird. That's when I thought you're weird, because I thought if I don't want someone, I'll get mad if they tell me they love me. Like, that makes me feel even worse. Like, I told you we're friends, da 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 da. So anyway, from there, it just carried on, like me just always calling him just to keep the peace. Imagine that. Me and him would be on the phone every day, morning, afternoon, night. It was a routine. And obviously the other things, that relationships, the little minute things that happen within relationships, like, you know, going out for birthdays together and going out to eat and just, we were around each other every day, but it was fuckery because to me it was a situationship. Anyway, I had a child, but this video is not about that. It's about that energy. Some people call it a soul tie, but to me, like, that shit fucked me up. Like, it's actually petrified me from wanting to connect to someone else. Like, I'm not shallow like that. I can't just fucking be around someone, be intimate with them and move on. The fuck? Like, it's coming like I get a fucking tack like Wizardora or something. So anyway, I was celibate for 5 years after that, and I was by myself, and I was like, I realised that in this world, you can do anything you want, because I directed my energy. I said to myself, instead of putting my energy into someone and that someone could just take my energy and do what they want with it, and I can't get that energy back, they might not invest in me with their energy. It's better I put my energy into something that I can control. So I decided I'm going to try and start a business, which was really, it was a very great experience. It was fun. Like, during that time, I didn't want no one to call my phone. I felt like everyone was chatting fucking shit in my head, unless you're trying to make money. And I felt so empowered. It felt good. And slowly but surely, he just became a distance. They always say, you never know when you're going to stop talking and thinking about someone. You just think one day, oh, I haven't thought about them. And then you realise that you're healing. So that's what happened. So 5 years celibacy anyway. So then I start seeing someone else. And I won't lie to you, this is a situation that just ended recently, which is one of the reasons why I've started YouTube. And I believe I haven't been as productive as I should be, because this motherfucker keeps messing up my energy. And let me just rephrase that, because you can't blame other people, if you are aware or feel like you're aware of the situation and you still choose to indulge in that situation, which is really hard when your emotions are involved. Like, literally, like, it's really hard. It's very easy for someone to sit there and be like, I'll leave him. And I see females and it seems very easy for them, but I feel like you guys are on a different level. You lot shallow love. I don't know. You lot conditional love. Like, everyone's got conditional love, but I'm talking physicality conditional love. Like, what does he do for you? What does this, that? I love people on a soul level, because I'm done with all the physical goods. Like, that's always there to buy. Like, and it's consumerism. It just decays and you buy more. Like, it's dead to me, innit? I like the richness of someone's soul and their character traits. That's what makes me love a person. And so it's hard, innit? So it was hard for me to connect with this man, but he seemed emotionally intelligent. And so I opened up a bit, which some people say you don't tell people the negative things that you've been through concerning relationships. You don't take that and tell another man. And I'm starting to believe it's true. It's so sickening that in this world, for authentic natural love, you have to be fake. That's stupid. I ain't trying to be fake. So I guess I'm not going to have love. The fuck? So anyway, connected with this nigga. Sorry, excuse my language, I am hood. Yeah, so sometimes, but let me take that back. Connected with this man, and it's the same thing. Intense energy, his energy. I'm talking right now. I want the nigga. Sorry, I want the man, but I know that in life you have to learn. And this might be a test for me to upgrade my system of who I am and my boundaries and become stronger against these types of characters. Because how are you going to treat me like a dickhead and then I'm supposed to be with you? I need to learn that, and it's really hard. Right now, I would want him here, but I've given him the chances and he hasn't changed. So, but it's the same thing. Taking it back to the energy. I feel his energy. I feel his energy, and it's consuming sometimes. It's annoying. It fucking annoys me. And I sit down here with my science like mine, and I could be watching a movie or simultaneously watching a movie and watching YouTube at the same time. And he would just overrun my fucking brain at that moment out of nowhere. And I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? 'Cause I weren't even thinking of him. I have to ask myself, was I? Was I unconsciously thinking? What's going on? Then I want to accept it. I want to send him back well wishes energetically. But I'm just attacked. And so far, this one, he just keeps coming back. And I don't think that's a good thing. Because if you're not being treated good, no human being is supposed to stay anywhere where they're not being treated good. This man tells me he loves me, but what part of love treats someone like that? So the energy is making me feel as though he loves me because I'm feeling his energy, but his behaviors are showing me that he doesn't care. As a human being, the behaviors is what matters most. I cannot fight a person, so I can't make excuses like I used to and be like, oh, maybe he's an avoidant. He's an avoidant, so what am I supposed to do? Lay down my fucking self and be a dickhead forever and lose my dignity? Because mind you, throughout this, I've been stripped of my dignity. Let me tell you lot something. And men, you need to listen. If you check for a woman, don't be making a call off your phone unless you're really that guy. And she would know because she would see your lifestyle. When she calls you, call her back. Communicate. Let her know that you're busy. Let her know by text that I'm not really in the mood right now, babe. I don't want to talk about it, but I'll call you later. I miss you or something, or love you, or thinking about you if you ain't at that stage. Like, we need that. Do you understand? So anyway, I digress. This video was to talk about and express that within some unions, the connection runs deeper than anything a man can ever perceive. Literally, a human being's psyche and their emotional system can be hijacked by another person whose energy is intoxicating. Narcissists have strong, intoxicating energy because a narcissist's behavior alone no one will stay with them. They've trained their energy themselves in how they are. And their energy is a reflection of that. Stubborn, unmoving, fixated. And I won't lie to you. They have black and white thinking, and I actually have the same thing. There's been many times I ask myself, am I a fucking narcissist? Is that why I'm being punished by all this stuff? But I fucking care about people so much. I'm not. There's ain't no way. So I'm the counterpart, the opposite end of what a narcissist is. Opposites attract. But there's so many theories. You know what I mean? But if we talk in the terms of physics and science, opposites attract in the universe. And when I look at my attraction towards the narcissist, it's been based on the energy I feel more so than how they look. All the rest of it just adds to everything that I love about them. But I feel like life is about growth, and those relationships are no different. Opposites attract for a reason, and that's so you can grow, because you learn. I learned a lot in the first relationship I was in. I learned that I have to have boundaries. I learned that I have to not do what I would normally do with these people because it gets me nowhere. I just lose energy and they just stand over me and make me feel as though I've given them all my power. So I've had to learn to not respond to them, these types of characters, in the same way that I was respond to a normal person, because there's some sort of energetic exchange with these people when you confront them that depletes you, no matter what you do. Even if you're cussing them it just depletes you. Like literally, they just take your power and go, all your energy you expelled with that anger, that frustration, that sadness. It just powers them up like a fucking transformer. You see, if you don't give them nothing, you save yourself. If you don't give them nothing and you don't power them up, what happens is you lose them because they never did try and keep you. And that's the part and the reason why most people reach back out. That, along with feeling the energy, it's like, okay. All right, that's all I got to say. This was a long video, just rambling. I'm getting used to this more and more. Yeah, I'll talk to you all soon, and I hope you have a good day. And I hope you get something from what I've said today. Bye.